Why hello there, my fellow cottagecore colonists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn. Episode 7, Brick and Mortar. Now, one of the weirdness of the Z level is, like, your characters will commonly just, like, decide to put ladders on the side of your buildings to get down. I wish they wouldn't do that. I wish there was an option here for other restrictions of, like, don't use your own ladders. Because it's efficient, but it just looks weird as hell. Alright, Ember, I don't want you farming anymore. What is this, harvest? Forget it. Don't do it. No, stop. You suck at it. You're really, really, really bad. And Hope, let's not have you harvest these sausage palms, because they're, like, sending you straight into the arms of the consortium here. In fact, Ember and Sora, can you... I want to use the turret, so I'm not going to tell them to go actively hunt the consortium. I'll have them stage on the roof. But, because I want to use the turret for once. No, 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 no! Oh, no, 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 no. I misclicked. And this is why I don't like ladders or stairs. What? Die. Okay, well, the turret took a little fire, but the turret melted them pretty good, like. So I'm going to set handle up to 1 so that we smelt the ore. Oh, we're out of ore. Okay, that explains it. Let's get some. And I also have 300 scrap. So I'm going to queue up scrap metal, do 10 times. Wait, what? How did you... Did you guys see that? Sora took a ladder to the second floor, even though it's like a solid object. Alright, the other thing I wanted to do is to make sure that all of the things that need to be frozen are frozen, so we're going to go through everything painstakingly to make sure that nothing was overlooked. Yeah, I think it's actually right. Cool. She used the pocket door? Yeah, like little dimensional door there. So, how to make them a little happier? They're just tired. I'm not really doing wrong by them. Insufficient food variety. I mean, I'm working on it. As soon as Hope gets out to the, I'm going to stop harvesting the silicon, because we have 200 of it, so that she can start planting grain and working towards food variety. Cottage could make them happier, yeah, but that wasn't what was voted on. We voted on turrets, so work on turrets. But you're right, the disturbed sleep and the lack of a private bedroom is obviously a mood factor. So we've moved the required metals. Sora just grabbed a bunch of electronics, so I can make another graphene panel when I get a little bit more metal. So we'll do that. Because I would like to turn off the power cell generator unless I have a sudden need for power. Due to like a eclipse or something. Oh, the roof is doing the thing again. I don't care. I don't need to use that part of the roof at the moment, so I'm gonna ignore it. They're starting to have tastier meals, which is good. The other thing I could do is I could get syrups. There's 2 different types of syrups on this map tile, and that would help to make the food nicer. I'll probably wait until you guys vote for me to, like, work on morale projects. Because I could do higher morale foods or... Really? Did you fail all that green cob? And I put 3 CPU cores in you so you wouldn't be DDoSed, but you're acting pretty DDoSed. So at the moment we're just waiting for CPU assembly to finish up. It's taking a while. So while we work on researching CPU assembly, I can add another project. So what to work on? We could do cottages. We could do food variety. And morale. We could do defenses again. Or other viewer suggestions. There you go. Oh, we have bread. That should help a bit. So see how Sora just grabbed a meal to eat from the roof? That's what I'm talking about, where sometimes the Z-level pathing is, like, just weird. I'm gonna have Melody work on more meals. I thought her cooking was 2 and she was researching. So if there was stuff to cook and she wasn't cooking, she's just being dumb. Got it. Oh, here's a big choice. So it looks like I'm gonna call this one early. We're gonna work on cottages, brick cottages. But there's a melding of minds, which is a major thing between Melody and Hope going on. As my friendship with Hope deepens, each day unveils a new aspect of her intriguing nature. It appears she possesses a unique ability to access the depths of human minds. The process can be rather invasive and uncomfortable, yet I can't help but to believe that she might be capable of extracting my expertise in a specific skill, leading me to forget what I've learned. Nonetheless, I am willing to make the sacrifice for the sake of her evolution. I can't help but to ponder which skill I should offer up. So, Melody can pass on her knowledge of cooking to Hope, her knowledge of crafting to Hope, her knowledge of farming to Hope, the ability, physicality, or that's very generous but not necessary. The one thing I kind of wish you could do is minimize these screens so that you can actually analyze Hope's, like, abilities. Because there's no way to just be like, hey, oh, no, that's not true. I lied. Although you're forced to make the choice. So here is what's going on now. She has a cooking of 0. She has a crafting of 2, a farming of 2, a physical of 0, or just that's not necessary. And it looks like we're going to do that's very generous but not necessary. So no mind melding. Got it. So the current priority is build a turret, make clothing, and brick cottages. So given that I'm going to want brick cottages, I'm going to need another electric furnace or two. I'm going to go with or two. I need more stone for that, though. There we go. Because we're going to want to bake bricks, which is hay. And I think I have a lot of hay, so it's just a matter of time until they get built. Question. Should the cottages be incorporated into the defense? So if they're made of brick, what I'm essentially asking is, should they be weaponized or something like that? Should they have a flat roof with like fortifications on the roof? Should they have turrets on the roof? Or should they be non-combat with like a solar roof, you know, well within the walls? Because what I could do is I could have, you know, imagine this is brick. I could have like a brick house here and a brick house here as like a gatehouse where people live in the gatehouse, and that's the main entryway into the community. Or I could build that separately at some future point and have the brick houses be totally non-incorporated into the defenses without turrets on the roof or whatever. So, choice is yours. Oh, did we actually do mining down here? We did, but we never hauled the ore. Okay. I'm going to have my scavengers go mining instead. To get ore, to really work on our metals. One more minute to vote in that poll. So these two other furnaces, I'm going to bake bricks forever. I wonder how my power grid is going to handle that. I definitely need the power cell generator on to support it, but it's okay for now. Hope is actually starting to make electronics, which is going to be nice, because then I'll be able to expand solar and possibly wind if we research it. But it does mean CPU assembly is a research project that's not making a lot of progress. It's at 54% now. All right, yes. What defensive role should the cottages play? So here's three options. They could be a gatehouse. They could be towers for turrets, strategically placed inside the grounds of the outer perimeter, but with turrets on them for better coverage, or corners of the walls like minarets or Merlin defenses. 'Tis up to you. Yeah, I've never wanted to take a walk in full clothing straight into a lake, but alright. You do you. Sora's been stuck hauling ore. There we go. Now she's taking a break. Alright, looks like Gatehouse is going to win. So maybe I'll do 2 for a Gatehouse, 1 for a tower. Pneumonia. Nope, she already cured herself. So let's see here. Floors, bricks. It's going to be a while until I have assembled all the requisite materials. But, I might actually want to get rid of this, destroyed drop ship first. Because the best way to filter in enemies is through this, like, open beach, so there's no cover for the enemies. But with that said, I can already start. I suppose the only worry I have is... Okay, I think we can get deep enough water that we can stop them from going through the water. So... 4x5s. We'll do that. And I'm definitely not going to have the materials for a bit to get this fully built. But that will be the startup of the gatehouse. So now we know we need 202 brick. It's quite a lot of brick. So that you can start to see the layout. What I'm planning on doing is having a 3-wide entryway with bedrooms on either side. And then this will be like a little tunnel that enemies will have to be, you know, forced to go through, possibly lined with traps in case they encroach and turrets and gunfire doesn't slow them down. And then on our side of the base, what I can do here, is like put a ladder up to the roof once it's built, where then we can have some sort of tower on top, so that we can perch up top and fire down on enemies incoming. But it's a lot of brick, so it's a future goal. Like that. Should be pretty cool looking once it's done. They are complaining of ratty clothing, so I think that's next to be addressed. Cloth is fine. So shirt. Actually, given the temperature, maybe summer pants. And sneakers. And I will put hope on that, because people are going to start falling out of their clothing if I don't. Can the turrets shoot people through the gate of the... I don't... You know, that's a good question. It looks... Yes. It looks like it lines up correctly where this turret will be able to fire anyone at the gate. Well, another case of pneumonia. Aren't I lucky? My buildings look much nicer than yours. Thanks. A little pizzazz, not much. Why is there... Oh, because I broke the shelf down. I haven't moved the wood. Well, our horrible, no good moods have definitely improved a bit. So the next effort is to get new clothing, because as you can see, our clothing is really, really falling apart quick. And then, still working on the CPU assembly. We're at 70%. We were at 54 last time I checked. And then also get that last turret up once we have CPU assembly. I suspect that we'll probably be attacked by the consortium and be able to, like, break them down for more parts sooner than later as well. Now, is this tea new and it should be refrigerated? Yes. So let's move that into the fridge. Stimulating tea into the fridge. And then one thing I hadn't done is the things like tea, stimulating tea, antibiotics. Take that off of the general storage. I sort of wish... I mean, I get that the like NPCs don't use common logic for like, oh, this needs refrigeration. Let me take this to the refrigerator. Like, there isn't that level of thinking. But it's annoying that every time you discover something new, they're going to put it somewhere just generic and not go through the thought process of like putting it somewhere smart. Just the way they are. Hey, Sora, let's have you shoot something. That'll make you happy, right? I'm glad I'm growing my own antibiotics, because my lord, are we getting sick constantly. What is it now? We've got pneumonia and swarm fever. Pneumonia and swarm fever and swarm fever. And they had just gotten over their sleep parasites. Man, I thought I was unhealthy. These guys have me beat by like a country mile. Alright, I'll have Sora be the first one to don a new clothing. Cool. And we can get rid of the jacket. So she's all set. We meldy, take off unnecessary stuff. We might want like jackets to protect from the heat at some point when I can afford it. I might need to go get more leathers. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm hunting. Come on. Melody, switch shirts. Can't reach the double wardrobe? Why not? Is there stuff in the way? Okay, well, we'll dismantle that stuff and then I'll do it again. Oh, wait, you're sick with something else? No, it's the same sickness. CPU assembly has finally been researched. So then, craft 1 CPU core. Let's do until we have 5, though. And move that up. Because we're waiting on that. So that just requires silicon and metal alloys, but more than electronics. Well, more silicon, less metal. Alright, so Melody and Sora are in fresh threads. And we're just waiting on Ember. Waiting on Hope to make Ember some clothing. And we're dismantling the old stuff for whatever cloth that we can get out of it. Because we don't have a cloth blossom farm yet. So I think I'm just waiting on sneakers, which is not a big deal. In fact, Hope has already started the sneakers, she just needs to finish them. Yeah, because of the Z-Levels, it looks like they're sleeping in air. I can turn that off and keep the roof on, so that it doesn't look like they're floating, but I find it easier to be able to X-ray into the buildings. And Hope finished the sneakers. Nice. Thank you, Hope. Having a crafting robot that works at 3 times the speed is really useful. Because, one of the complaints I have of the game is, like, the amount of time it takes to craft clothing. You need, like, a full-time tailor if you have a population of, like, 6 or greater. Given the labor, how labor-intensive it is. So it was really nice that, that Hope is like a super crafter. Helps a lot. Once we have a slightly more robust power grid, another thing that I can do is to ramp up more furnaces so that we're really mass-producing brick for the bedrooms. Or we get hit by a solar flare. Rip. Well, there is flare shielding as a research to be able to protect things that require power from solar flares a little bit more than not. But that knocks out our freezers. Oh well. It also super pisses off Hope. She's not a big fan of getting hit by a solar flare. As you may have been able to tell. It's like, this sucks. You're not wrong. Maybe her first meltdown. She's the only one not to have a meltdown so far. But that seems like it's going to change. She's so slow. It's part of the problem is the slow flare is like weakening her, making her very not capable. Right? She has movement manipulation that are, like, tanked. So, even when she wants to fulfill her own leisure or food requirements, it takes her a very long time to get from point A to point B. Which makes her even more upset. Game's like, hey, go explore. It's like, nah, chat didn't vote for that. Quit prompting me. It wouldn't be a bad idea, however, to do a little more hunting. If I can find one of these plump, bulky animals. Get some more meat. Sora won't eat it, but everyone else will. Well, it kind of looks like they're eating my stuff. So Get off my lawn. Nice, we're finally done mining all that ore. I'm sure there's other ore nearby. Another thing that we could try to do at some point, provided we get slightly better weapons, like if I make a few extra railguns or something like that, is to actually clear out a bug nest. Like one of these bug nests that are kind of in the way. We could start sniping them out. Because you can do like hit and run tactics with them pretty effectively. Sora is scary with a gun. Goes out there and just, like, snipes everything. Like, alright, my job's done. Jesus, Sora. No taming in the plans. Nope. Nobody in the community likes taming, so I have no plans to do it. Hope likes petting animals, but like that's not enough for me to bother domesticating one. Oh, we have got more consortium. I think, yeah, they are this time using aerial assault drones, little flyers. I thought there was an insect nest here, but apparently it's not exactly here. They dodged it. Good for them. Hey, Hope reached level 3 farming. That's pretty significant because it opens up Cloth Blossom and energy crystals, both of which are going to be really, really useful for us. So I'll have her plant those as well. So I have a sort of a localized farm around the loam, which is a little bit easier to protect. Ooh, making buttermelon pie, I saw. Okay, so consortium's coming, so let's get to the roof. Because the turret's not... Actually, they are using flyers, so, let's turn this on so that the flying drones can be shot at. We're getting everyone else to the roof. Ember, to the roof. That doesn't look like roof, friend. Yep, there goes one drone. Sora's having none of that. We'll put her right at the edge here. She's just murking everything. Donk! Is it in the water? I think that's scavengeable. Alright, well that was easy. To be able to fulfill the requirement of actually making 3 turrets, if the robots I just murdered don't yield a CPU core, I will have Hope, I'll like micromanage Hope to do that next. So that I can finally check that off my my list of things to do. Sora just murders every raid. Yeah, I'm actually, truth be told, kind of used to playing on like insane difficulty. So I picked survivors that would be really well suited for insane difficulty, and I clearly don't need to have min-maxed my survivors in that way. But, well, whatever. Better overkill than underkill. Underkill is not so good. Robots are so lame. I mean, they're lame until they swarm you. Oh, there we go. There's the CPU core. And then if they swarm you, they start to look not so lame. Plus, the really strong robots, they get stronger and stronger and stronger, so we're only at G2000s. They get more dangerous as time progresses. A cold snap in the jungle. Don't care. You say it's scaling per worth? I don't know what you mean. The game scales to the difficulty you select. I made your favorite meal. That should keep you happy. The way the game scales is it's called event points, I think. So no, it doesn't scale the way RimWorld does, for instance. I don't know the full details of it, but yeah, what I can tell you is it does get harder over time. But the factors of that you'll have to Google for yourself. So I don't have them memorized. Oh, we are about to brown out. I have enough electronics to put another graphene up here. So maybe I'll do a third. Destroy with Roy, thank you for the resub. Alright, Ember's finally getting that turret up. And then it will just be full speed ahead on the cottages. It's not done yet. It's 51%. Yeah, making your own ladder to get to the roof is a little weird. Not gonna lie. But, you know, whatever. They get up there, that's all that matters. Okay, turret's finally done. Let's turn it off to save power. And I can update the priority. Build a brick cottage gatehouse. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn Guardians, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 18th as part of a miniseries marathon. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that changes cannot be made to the series as it was only streamed once. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and if you would like to join my online gaming community, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, viewers that came out live for the stream, and viewers like you also that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Guardians,